Bam. Welcome to the show tonight, guys. Going live, Pro Se Legal School. We provide the tools and you get it done. Do the work or something. Oh yeah, and you guys know the book here. Yeah, brought to you by Shattered by Corruption. Carrie Neighbors, except her name is in kind of green, so that's not showing up in the camera too well. But this is the first one, and there's probably going to be a whole bunch of them. A little book about why we do this, what we went through. That's just okay. That's just not easy to deal. but that's a start for people to see what we went through. So welcome to the show tonight, and get everything lined up here. So, in tonight's show, we're going to review more ways to shut the court down, to shut down the court case, to shut down the court case, to shut down the court process. Yeah, so people ask me all the time, oh, what do you know? So, my job is to help you learn how to shut down the court, how to stop the court process. Now, that don't mean that, they need to go back and vacate the foreclosure or whatever before I get my review, okay? If you file one document, which this happened a little while ago, someone filed the demand to strike document in their foreclosure situation, and they were looking at the eviction process. It was a judicial foreclosure out in Arizona. And it stopped. Okay, so the judge recused the court. So the judge recused himself, and so when the judge recused himself or herself, then nothing's going to get done. They're going to tell you, oh yeah, we're going ahead with the sale. It doesn't mean a damn thing that they go ahead with the sale. People think that because they go ahead with the sale, that's the end of the foreclosure process or whatever. Or they think that because we're in eviction, no. The sale, the eviction, all of that shit is part of the foreclosure process. It ain't over. It ain't over until your happy ass to go sit down. So that's the way I see it. And so in this situation, the person was, they had invested in another document, and I shared this document with them to help them stop this other stuff over here, and with the agreement that they would provide me a review video because I knew there's no way it couldn't have not stopped it. And it did. But sometimes people don't understand, and the person, felt like the court was still going ahead with the sale of her house, and they were just treating her the same way, whatever they were treating her before, and and at that point, it's not the court going forward with the sale of your house. It's the damn attorneys, the one that you've been talking to, that have been filling up your head with a bunch of crap that has you running around thinking whatever. So that's the problem that we have. So, but at the end of the day, my stuff is guaranteed to stop the court process, not vacate the foreclosure or sale. All of those fancy words. Those are the words that they use in their conventional program. Now, if the judge recused himself or herself or recused the court or whatever, then that's the end of the process unless they want to start another process. Or they fill your head up with a bunch of fear because they see you've been sweating still like you were sweating before, even after you stopped their process. So it's kind of sad. So before we get started while I'm on this grumpy mood, I want to apologize to the person who left a question on the Facebook, or not Facebook, on YouTube, and he asked, and maybe I'll explain too why it was a situation here. This person asked if they could still fight if there was a judgment against them, and 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 they said that I cursed in the response, and so they removed. So I apologize. I wasn't cursing at you, but so in my, I don't like to use the word defense, right? But I can't be on offense right here if I screw it up. If I screwed up. But you know what happened was that was like the fourth question that is the same question from. Yeah, and I guess that's good because people are seeing my stuff. But I get frustrated because number one, you need to figure out what's going on yourself. You can't depend on other people to tell you stuff. You got to go look it up yourself and kind of get halfway understand where the hell you at or whatever. Okay, because I could be a liar. Okay, I'm not, but you know. Okay, so when it comes down to protecting your family and your own shit, okay, you got to make sure you're doing what makes sense. So my suggestion is that you go to the website, take a look at the descriptions of the, go to YouTube channel and watch the updated instructional videos. Not all of them. The updated instructional videos have the things in them that we've learned from the real-time feedback from all the badasses that's using my stuff. So so mainly the biggest change that we made a little while back was instead of going after them for the why, we went after them for the why and not the what. Okay, the what they did or were doing doesn't help you. We address the why they're able to do what, which means now you're going after them for the day-to-day procedures and processes that they use. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you, don't take it personal, anybody. If I'm very passionate about what I do, and if you understand the reason why I'm here, if you don't, you can go to the YouTube channel and you can search for my story. There's a playlist with my story that has the videos in it. And they explain kind of why I'm here. So if you understand why I'm here, you have a little bit of an idea. So I'll keep that in mind when I'm typing stuff to try and make sure I'm not offending people, because they might be the sixth or fifth or fourth one to ask me the same thing. So I apologize for offending you, person. I did not mean to do that, but I want you guys to go take a look so that. What's up, twins? Welcome to the show tonight. Jen, why are they still going? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Jen. Well, thank you, Shattered by Corruption, because, at the end of the day, everybody sees the real thing, and the thing's the thing. I'm not perfect. I mean, in my head, my mouth, not so much. Yeah, but keeping it real is what the program's all about. Keeping it real, because sometimes I have to say and do things that, when people aren't where I think they should be for this to work for them after receiving my coaching and instructions, then sometimes I could get a little bushy. But it's because I don't like getting punched in the face, and that's why I'm doing what the hell we're doing here now, because I don't like getting punched in the face. They punched me in the face, and then they locked me up because I had too much to say, and then they wanted me to lie on my girlfriend, who's also my wife girlfriend, to get out. They didn't realize that the reason I was there talking shit was because I was protecting her in the first place. So that didn't work out for him, and so I didn't get out. And then she had to, yeah, but we back. We back now, so. Yeah, we back now. Shattered by corruption, but you don't have to stay shattered. You don't have to stay shattered. Welcome to the show, Godness. Yes, it can. It can. But nonetheless, I need to straighten the hell. Okay, sorry. I need to be more patient. So we're gonna move on. I'm done making myself run some laps, and I'm ready to bring some fire to the table, like we do 24/7. As soon as I get the right thing queued up here. But to make sure I answer the question, when you're going after them for why they're able to do what they did, then it don't matter. You can go after them after the fact, before the fact, during the fact. It don't matter. At the end of the day, they don't want people to see and know all the stuff that you're going to be getting on the record. And we had somebody invest in the Morris Father package tonight, and when I get done with the stream, when I get done with the scream, I'm screaming at myself so far. I haven't like hollered at anybody else. Anyway, when I get done with the scream, I'm going to contact her. If you invest in the premium package, it comes with a little communication. I'm going to email her a little something extra too that I'm putting together to use in my foster kids' divorce situation over here, and we're waiting for them to be served. I've had him called down there, harass him a few times. And I told him I'm not in a big. They're not used to having their ass whooped like they're getting it whooped down there right now. So they're gonna have to have a few meetings to figure out what the hell they need to try to do. I could tell them what they need to do, but they don't listen to me, and that's the reason why we're where we are now, because they didn't listen to me or Rodney or anything that he filed. So tonight we're going to talk about how when if you have to talk to the judge, that Zoom hearing. Okay, that Zoom hearing is pretty. In the beginning with the Zoom shit, I'm like, no. But it really is pretty badass because you can take over the hearing on a Zoom situation and get away with way more shit than you're going to get away with if you're standing in their courtroom with their police over there. I'm just saying. But you know what? The flip side of that shit is they getting away with a whole bunch of more shit too. Like the attorney complaining and arguing with the judge while the judge's supposed to be whatever. So two people can do that stuff. So we're going to talk about some things, and after the response that I got from the last video about talking trash on the judge, so that's kind of what we got going on here tonight. So we're going to talk about a few things, and I was kind of late because I saved maybe eight pages of things that I saved along the way in studying that I studied that I want to share. Just like stuff, I call it gold bars. Most people call it nuggets. But those people, they think small, okay? I call it gold bars. And so that's what we're going to share with you guys tonight. And I have like 8 pages of them, so this is going to be like a thing that we're going to be doing. Okay, so, and we talked about this in the last one because I really like this one. So we're going to be talking about the things that you need to do so you can punch the judge in the face in the hearing. So first off, I would have the most important things that I want to get on the record challenging the judge, like the first two or three things that are really important. And you understand what things I'm talking about when we start. And then I wouldn't stop talking until you get said what you need to say. And and I came up with this stuff because I stood in the background listening to my foster kid talk to these fools. And and I would be like, I can't hear you guys right now. You're breaking up. Screw with these people's head. Are you guys still there? Because you're looking at your phone. That's what I'm doing. I'm looking at my phone. Have some damn fun with it. All right. Okay. So the first thing that I like to do is I like to swear myself in and demand all the others do the same. And if they refuse to be sworn in, then I would ask, may I let the record show that these other people over here won't swear in and probably intend to lie. Oh, yeah, we only get bam, get that right there on the court record at the gate. I think they intend to lie. Yes, we about to get a little hotter, though. So then I'd ask the judge, Judge, in your oath I have here, did you swear an oath to uphold the Constitution? Do you intend to process this case according to the Constitution and federal laws and the UCC? Or are we using the local rules? Because my legal team told me that y'all actually was using the local rules. The local rules that you guys come up with at each location to, and if you're using the local rules, my legal team said that I'm in an administrative court. And I don't want to be in an administrative court because I don't like the local rules. They don't work for me. I'd like to be in judicial court. So that's a question I have. Okay, so this is another question too, and this may be the first question that you should be asking too. I don't know. There's going to be a whole bunch of first questions because you might not get past very far past. All right, so let me just stay focused here. Judge, will you provide a fact of findings and conclusions of law with your ruling? Bam! There you go, Tammy. That we got right there when you popped in. Well, you popped in a couple of minutes early. Yeah, Tammy's jamming them up. Welcome to the show, Missy. So if the judge is not going to provide a fact or findings and a conclusions of law with the ruling, you have shit for an appeal. You have nothing to appeal. Your due process was just violated. They dragged your ass in administrative court and they did whatever they want. Does that sound about right? Does that sound about right? Mm-hmm. So my legal team told me, Judge, that if you don't provide a fact of findings and a conclusions of law, that you share liability along with the people that forced me to be here in the first place. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know this stuff. I have to go by what they're saying. Because when I trusted my attorney, you were happy. Y'all know where I'm going with this shit. But when I started working with my legal team over here, your neck got red. You start yelling at me and telling me to go get an attorney and a bunch of other shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Uh-huh. So my question, Judge, is, and I'm only calling you Judge because, you know, it's probably the nicest word I can think of right now. My question is this an administrative hearing or a judicial hearing? Because my legal team said there's a huge difference. Are we using the local rules? You know, the ones that we talked about at the top of the, oh, yeah. Okay, so I have a couple of more questions. Judge, do you hold full judicial power of the state, or is this military power? you might want to like get ready to take a couple of punches when you throw that one out there, because they don't like that. And you know what? They can't know. If his neck get red or her neck get red or what, or black, I don't know. I ain't trying to be racist. I mean, if the judge gets pissed off, well, I would just tell him, look, I'm not as smart as you guys. But, you know, that fringe that's around the flag over there represents something. Do you know what that shit represents? Oh, yeah. So is this admiralty jurisdiction out in the sea? Or are we in personam jurisdiction? I don't know. I don't know what jurisdiction we're in, because the jurisdiction that we're in is going to reflect the rules that I need to make sure y'all ass follow. But, you know, if I don't know what jurisdiction we're in, then it makes it a little bit complicated. So you know, when it gets complicated, my legal team's saying I should be asking for some more stuff. So may I request, demand an affidavit that the judge has no bias, no conflict of interest, or interest in the outcome of this case. And please make sure that it's signed and notarized. Oh. Yeah, you might want to get ready for to take a jab back when you throw that out there. Is that a yes? You're going to sign an affidavit saying that you don't have conflict of interest when you're getting paid by the state over there, which is the same corporation that's either stealing my property or sending my ass to jail? I mean, I don't know. I'm not as smart as you guys, so I have to ask these questions and get them on the record. This is what my legal team told me to do. I don't know why they want me to get the shit on the record, okay? This is just what they told me to do. So, okay, so I would ask the judge, you know, I'm sure they've answered to yes to all. Okay, sorry. I know you guys can tell I'm enjoying this. I have a whole bunch of pages of this stuff, and I'm going to be sharing it with you guys. So, yeah, I would ask the judge, will you sign the contract guarantee that you'll protect all of my unalienable rights that are protected by the federal Constitution? Will you sign a contract that you'll do that before I allow you to, yep. And so, you know, the state court over here on the divorce situation that's going on, you know, we're challenging them that the state court judge don't have judicial authority to be involved in your case without the signed consent from all parties. They're like, where's that at? I don't know. Okay, you know where it is. It's in the federal court. The magistrate judge doesn't have consent to be involved in your case without the signed consent from all. Doesn't have authority to without. Yep, and so that's why Tammy got her $100 million lawsuit against Judge Annie T. Kristoff in Shelby County, Tennessee. Mm-hmm. So the judge didn't get what she needed to have signed to continue the case. So that's the federal court. Now, you can put federal case law in state court. You can put Supreme Court case law in either one of the lower courts. So in my head, and I don't know, I think different than most people. In my head, the state court judge should be following the same shit the magistrate judge is supposed to be following. In my head. I mean, because state court is lower and federal court applies to state court. But the problem is state court can't respond to federal court case law with state court crap. So if that's the case, then how the hell can a state court judge do shit in your case without the signed consent from all parties? Because the state court judge is a lesser judge than the magistrate judge on the federal level. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't. Okay, maybe I'm just overthinking this. But you know what they said? They said, well, why do you know? Okay, you know what? I don't have to why. Okay? Y'all ass have to prove it if I throw the shit on the table. Bam! It's on the table. Y'all wasting y'all time arguing with me because that's not how we do work here. There's no arguing in the work that we put on the table. Okay? Because it's fact. And one attorney told one of my people, or one of you people, yeah, well, you know what, Judge, that stuff is just copy and paste off the internet. Yeah, and the fighter said, yeah, and the judge just dismissed the case. So I don't know what that means. Maybe you need to go read that shit and learn it so this could work a little better for you next time, maybe, or something. Uh-huh. So if the judge is not going to protect your rights, you just need to, give him a hard time. I mean, I'm to the point where we're challenging them, and it's going to be up to them to show me. Oh, wait, they did show me that attorneys have a license, but they couldn't provide the license. It was just a bunch of lip. Oh, they tried to convince me that I mistook. Swear versus the Board of Examiners is a Supreme Court ruling that says no state can license the practice of law, blah, blah, blah. So they're trying to convince me that I mistook that and I don't understand it. So I told them, look, guys, you're right. I'm not as smart as an attorney, so just show me your damn license and I'll shut the hell up. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what that shit says, okay? You either have a license or you freaking don't. And right now, as much shit as I talk about it, I'm just going to go out and let him say your ass don't, or you'll be throwing it on the table to get me to shut up instead of calling the Attorney General and these other people and trying to get them to shut me down again. So, or sending me your stupid ass letters. I've got 26 letters from 26 different attorneys all over the United States that are mad because, they got their ass kicked in court by somebody who took the time to do the homework. Now, this last one that I have here is for criminal. And, I mean, you could use it in civil also because everything's civil. But I throw the criminal thing on the table there because it's pretty badass. Oh, and I'm going to, I think it's short enough. I'm going to copy and paste it in the thing here. Oh. oh. Oh, yeah, that's so badass right there. Oh, excuse me, Judge. What's your name? Do you have a claim against me? Do you know anyone who has a claim against me? I mean, I was just going to say no or not, nothing. May I request an order to be released to me? oh, yeah. Just keeping it simple and real simple. And yeah, there's a little bit of some of the other fire. It's a lot easier for me to break it down, do it that way, than to try to do screen shares because y'all don't know what you're doing when it comes to screen share. Okay, somebody, that's all right though, because we still getting it done. So you guys can copy and paste those so that you can use them in your notes. Now, these are the kinds of things that you want to harass the clerk with too. I would call the clerk. I would be asking the clerk for, for some of this stuff and letting them know that my legal team said this, that. Oh, here, this one here is a real important one. So we're gonna copy and paste it over here too. You guys got the website going across the bottom of the screen there, and thanks to Humera Yasman, the website's badass. She's done a great job, and I think you have to like register to the website to be able to get the Microsoft stuff that the way everything's set up. So. One of the other things you want to do is asked if it's an administrative hearing or a judicial hearing. I'm going to copy and paste all of the words from the stream tonight in the video, so you guys can get the stuff out of there too. But this way, you guys can see the main things right there. The only words that you should be that should be coming out of your mouth when you're talking to these fools. Stuff that's on the paper or stuff that you printed off the stream. Otherwise, you're going to give them opportunity to get a jump on your ass because they know if you're bringing this fire to the table and every time you talk to them, you're talking about their stupid shit, they know you understand. And they're just going to like try to mow you down and go forward. They're going to go for broke. That's what they do. Portion. I think my dog was coming to the door. So. Okay, guys, thank you for the value of sharing your time. And I'm going to see you guys in the next live stream. We're going to post a video tomorrow that kind of overview of what Tammy's situation. And it's going to show all of the resources that I wanted to show in the stream last week. And also, the demand to strike has been kicking their ass. Had a person in Arizona used it, and they were in a judicial foreclosure. And that was the only thing that they filed in the document. And the judge recused himself, and so Ebony in Georgia used it, and her brother told me that she shut them down with one document. Oh, the demand to strike is badass. Demand to strike document is badass. And, you know, there's one in all the packages, but the one in the mortgage package and the prosecutor eliminated package and the judge stopper package is the badass one that I put together. It's also in the marriage lawsuit. It used to be marriage dissolution. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet because it has several lawsuits in it now, and those lawsuits are filed in court, and we are using them. And I haven't heard nothing from them, so I'll keep you guys up to date on that. Now, you guys can update your own demand to strike. The demand to strike, you want to make sure you have your demand to strike because they're not registered as a foreign agent. You want to demand to strike for all of the other reasons. Well, actually, what I would do is I would file like 3 or 4 of them. So you're not putting all of the reasons that's in the lawsuit that you're suing them for, that they should pay you for. Those are the same reasons you should be striking their ass in several attacks to beat their ass down like they've been doing you. Get that shit on the court record, your demand to strike. And, you know, I mean, that's pretty badass. So if you guys invest in the mortgage fraud package, you're going to get the demand to strike that I put together that's getting all this shit done right now. Or you can do whatever you can, whatever you can afford and then do your own. That's why we have the YouTube channel and updated instructional videos and all of that stuff so that you can get over there and get done what you need to do. Oh, thank you, real estate guru, kind man. I'll take it. I've been called other stuff. I had some attorneys that was a little grumpy about the property tax package, and they told me. I guess they thought maybe that I was like one of them. I don't know, but they told me that this dude told me he didn't understand why I was helping the poor. Oh, and I was laughing. It was really funny. He was serious as a freaking heart attack. He don't understand why I'm helping the poor. I'm like, okay, dude, you just need to. Okay, so the rich people don't need no damn help. Oh, that's what I told him. And then he called me a penis head. That's what he called me up here. I'm like, dude, you're okay. Nobody says that. Okay, yeah, well, I was loving it because, when they're calling me names, that means that, they ain't happy. So if they was happy, they wouldn't be calling me names. They'd be, I don't know, sending me some of their money that they're getting from stealing from people. No, they're not doing that. Easy. Now, they don't like me because I talk too much. There you go. Click the link to winandcornell.com and get started. Thank you guys for the value of sharing your time. I need to go watch a movie with my girlfriend.